Hi guys, there were a couple of questions. Student had a question from section 1.7, also another one from 1.8. Let me work the one in 1.7. I may make a separate video for the one from 1.8, okay? So the problem in section 1.7, the problem is number 21. It's actually an interesting problem. So section 1.7, number 21. So the question says we have a linear inequality, 4x plus 7 over -3, and that's less than or equal to 2x plus 5, okay? So we're going to solve. So first of all, to solve any linear inequality, remember the goal is to have x by itself on one side, doesn't matter which side, and the number on the other side. So first thing, we're going to remove the -3 from the bottom. Obviously, to remove the denominator, we multiply both sides by the same number, except this being negative, don't forget to flip your inequality symbol, okay? You always change the symbol if you multiply or divide both sides by negative. So we're going to go ahead and multiply both sides by -3 so we can remove the denominator. Now, as we do that, my suggestion is go ahead and flip that already, because you may forget later. So anytime you multiply or divide by negative on both sides, make sure you flip your inequality symbol, okay? So now we're going to multiply also that side by -3. So those two cancel. So now we got 4x plus 7 is greater than or equal to, now we're going to distribute the -3 so we can remove the parentheses. So -3 times 2x becomes -6x. -3 times 5 becomes -15. Now, of course, as you know, to have x by itself on one side, we have to obviously decide. I'm going to go ahead and have my x on the left. You can also have it on the right. So first, I'll remove the 7 since I only want x on this side. So now we have 4x greater than or equal to -6x minus 22. And now to remove the -6x from the right so we can have all the x on the left, we're going to add 6x to both sides, and that becomes 10x greater than or equal to, those cancel, and you get -22. Okay, so there is where we are, 10x greater than or equal to -22. I'm going to go ahead and move it upstairs. So now from here, the last step is to remove the 10 in front of the x. So we do that, of course, but now see here, you're going to divide by 10, but because 10 is positive, you don't need to flip. You only flip your inequality if you divide both sides or multiply both sides by a negative number, okay? But since 10 is positive, nothing changes. And of course, that reduces. 22 and 10 have a common factor of 2. 2 goes into 22 11 times, and 2 goes into 10 5 times. So your solution is all numbers greater than or equal to -11/5. Now, they always want the answers in interval notation. So we're going to represent the solution in interval notation, which will be bracket. Now, it does include, the line tells you the -11/5 is included. That's why we use bracket. Remember, bracket means included. Parentheses means not included. Everything else greater than. So you start from -11/5, including -11/5. That's why we have bracket. And then, of course, forever to the right, which is known as infinity. Okay? And there is your solution. Let me just stop this one, and then I'll make one more from section 1.8.